So I'm here with Professor Alidu Seidu, Head of Political Science Department, to continue our conversation on how songs influence voters' decision. Hello, Prof. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm good. All right. Now, do you think when it comes to voters, most of the times their voting is influenced by the songs that musicians make for political parties during election period?
Yeah, to some extent, it plays a significant role. What music can do is to energize the base of the campaign. So, one of the functions of political parties is to mobilize and keep a support base. And one of it also provides an avenue for socialization within the political context. And one of the ways that you can socialize and energize the base is through campaigning and then providing songs that people can relate to. So basically, every campaign platform, songs are played, and when the song speaks to the glory and the functions and the role and the significance of the praises of the flag bearer or the candidate, it gets the base energized. So one of the serious role that campaign songs can play is to energize the base, move them for action, and let them assemble and socialize. The other bit also has to do with the fact that it is kind of it's a form of communication. So what people usually do is to sing the praises. So I remember there was this particular song, is it Onapu, for JM, and counted how many hospitals he has built, how many cheap compounds he has. So it's a form of communication. And basically, most of these campaign songs speaks to the achievement, the promises, but also the demeanor, the character, the temperament of the person. And it also dignifies the candidates that are put forward. In most of our tradition, chiefs and people who are revered in society, they are glorified to appellations. So basically, in campaign language, songs can become a form of appellation for the candidate, sings the candidate praises, the candidate's demeanor and character that befit him or her to lead the party. One other bit of it is the fact that it kind of resonates with the youthful voter populations, and they can relate very easily to it, that maybe the different level of voter like the elderly who may not be, especially depending on the tune and the language and then the caliber in which the song is done. So basically at this particular level we cannot discount the continuous role that it play. But there are also a segment of the voter population that just want you to speak to them in plain language, what you can do, what you cannot do, what you can do, how are you going to do it, what kind of support do you need to do. So there are people who just want you to come up with a manifesto written, you speak to it, you engage in political debate, you pursue door to door and all those things that will appeal to them. But I do believe that when we take campaign songs out of the campaign processes, it becomes so dull and it becomes so boring.
So you think it plays a crucial role when it comes to campaigning or election period for political parties?
It does. It does a lot. And it is one of the various means to do which you mobilize. So when you go to a political, we'll see it very soon, political rallies, for example, before the people gather, is the music. So you see children, even people who are not of voter age, they are attracted. They add up to the crowd. It draws people attention. You are walking and then you've heard the loud song. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, maybe JM or Nana or Baum.
So it's just attractive.
Definitely. Yeah. So it's a form of a medium through which you mobilize. So basically, it serves as that mobilization function, but it also draws attention. So you see these loud vans with mounted speakers. They drive them to the principal streets of a district or a region, and then they play large songs from the party that people are accustomed to. And then after they play the music a while, they make announcements or they speak to, we encourage you to come out and vote for this person or not vote for that person. Then they keep playing the song. So that is what attracts you first. And if it is static, that is what mobilizes people to gather around. So definitely it's a very important way of communicating people's manifesto, communicating their character, and actually drawing people's attention to your campaign.
Okay. Now, Prof, do you also think that people vote, or let me say voters, sometimes they are influenced by a person's status in terms of, let me say, a celebrity is going in for a public office, needs support of people. Do you think people will be influenced by the person's status as a celebrity to vote for such a person?
So to some extent, if we disaggregate the voter population, you tend to see that there are some level of voters, maybe the middle class, the highly literate, the elite. They they are also celebrities in their own right.
Yeah.
So they look out for, even though you are a celebrity, what can you do? What is your capacity? What experience do you have? What qualification makes you fit for the job? Will you be able to represent me as an MP? Will you be able to create the enabling environment for my business to grow? These are some of these things that people look out for. But as a celebrity, you command that level of familiarity. People know you, people can converge around you, people will come close to you and get autograph or take pictures with you. But that will not necessarily translate into them voting for you. What it does is that you can use it to attract people. But there are a lot of Ghanaian voter population who are very rational, and they think that beyond who you are as a celebrity, you will have to tell me what you can do, your capacity, your ability to do the work. That's one. But over the years, we've also realized that there is so much influence of money in our electoral politics. So if you are a celebrity who is completely broke, and somebody who is not a celebrity have the money and the resources to spend, he's going to beat you in the elections. And you have seen a whole lot of examples in this country where celebrities have contested and have even lost at the primaries level, or they have won at the primaries level but could not be able to win the elections. So basically, it's a kind of two-way thing. It draws attention to you because of your familiar face, but I think given the complexity of the reasons why people vote, you have to move beyond just your popularity to convince people, to be able to convince people your capacity and your worth for the position that you are contesting, and then they will vote for you. One thing it also does, the flip side is the fact that when people are celebrities, they command a kind of support and respect across the divide, the political divide. So once you bring yourself out and contest on the ticket of the party, definitely a lot of people will lose trust in you, especially people who don't support the party that you are contesting on. It affects your brand. Sometimes when you act movies, they won't buy or they won't watch. When I'm a producer and you contested in a different political party, I won't feature you in my movie. And you have seen a whole lot of celebrities who have made endorsement. They didn't even contest on their own. They have endorsed candidates. And later on, we realize from interviews that they have granted that those endorsements have affected their brand and their ability to be featured in movies moving forward. And even sometimes they've lost advertisement deals simply because they have come out to side with one particular political party. And that is largely because we practice a very vindictive politics. Is either the NDC or the MPP, and people think that once you are in one camp and you are not in the other, you are enemies. So basically, a lot of celebrities and even people who have accomplished a lot in society want to shy away from politics because of that level of branding and then the consequence that it may have on your profession or your career.
You know, I was even about to come to the branding bit, but then moving forward, what do you think celebrities and politicians, musicians can do? Because then it looks like musicians are still going to put out songs for these politicians, and most of them are risking it. I don't know if it's because the money involved, but then at the end of the day, they risk losing their followers. People will be like, okay, so this person is for this political party. I don't belong to this political party. Then maybe I'll stop listening to this person, or maybe deals that the artist is supposed to get, he wouldn't get because of his affiliation or the song. Probably there might not be any affiliation, but it's just a song that he or she made. But moving forward, do you think we would be able to bridge such gap, or what do you recommend?
So I think if you believe in the candidate or the party or in yourself and you want to contest, nothing should stop you from contesting. If we go back to political philosophy, I think it is Aristotle who mentioned that man is by nature a political animal. The essence was political participation. And if you do not participate in the decision-making process, if you do not control or influence the decision-making process, people will make decisions and policies that will never inure to your benefit. So I think we all have a responsibility to either participate or influence the policy-making process, the governance process of this country. And I think that if every good man, every businessman, every accomplished man, every politician, every movie star, every actor will say that I wouldn't participate, I will not lead because people, it will affect my brand or people will misjudge me, then we're going to lose a lot of talent in our governance process. So I think that once you are convinced that what you're doing is the right thing, go ahead and do it. You may not succeed for the first time, you may not succeed for the second time, but when you eventually succeed, you're going to succeed big.
What happens to political parties who do not invest in campaign songs?
Political party campaign and political party songs are like Siamese twins. It's very difficult to separate them because it mobilizes, it attracts people, it brings people to the campaign, it energizes the base, it becomes an avenue for socialization. So a lot of people may come to attend your political rally not because they like you or they're going to vote for you or they have not even made up their mind, but the quality of songs can attract people to you, can even let people vote for you. I remember in the 2000 elections, JM had this song. I think they will say, Ghanaians are suffering of massive corruption. Yeah. Why I think that song attracted a whole lot of people to vote for change. So if you package it well, you brand it well, you're definitely going to attract a lot of floating voters to your end and energize your base as well.
Thank you very much, Prof.